Welcome back to Morning Joe. Joining us now, the head coach of the U.S. men's national soccer team and one of the greatest international soccer players of all time.
Slow clap, baby. Slow clap.
Jurgen Klinsmann. Also here, ESPN soccer analyst, host of Grantland's Men in Blazers, and not one of the greatest international soccer players.
That's true.
Not even close. Roger Bennett and Brian Shackman also has just showed up.
It's kind
of weird.
This is something because Roger's been promising for a couple of years he was going to bring you to the set. Of course, he also promised while she was still alive he was going to bring Elizabeth Taylor, Michael Jackson, Elton John, the Queen. The Queen. I still haven't seen the Queen, but you brought Jurgen. This is huge.
That's probably better.
We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
How are things looking for us?
Looking good, yeah. We are in the qualifying stage for the Brazil World Cup next year in 2014. We had 3 games so far. We're working on it, 7 more games to go, and hopefully being qualified then for the huge tournament next summer. But things are going well.
Feeling pretty good about our chances?
Yeah, feeling good about it, yeah. Couple of up and downs, which are usual in soccer, so
always.
But things coming along.
Always up and down. Roger?
Well, Americans love being number one. We've talked about this. I mean, in that spirit, what's it going to take for us to move towards that position?
Well, becoming number one in soccer, that's a long way to go. But I think what you see in the United States over the last 20, 25 years is a tremendous growth in soccer on all levels. If it's the kids level, million of kids playing the game now. If it's on college level, school level, and especially on the professional side, you have now a league here that is becoming really competitive with MLS, 19 teams, soccer-specific stadiums. The infrastructure is built now over the last 15 years. And you're connected to the big game in Europe. I have a lot of players now playing in Europe. Your best players are overseas in the top leagues. That improves your overall program.
I was going to say, what difference does it make that a Clint Dempsey goes around the EPL week in, week out, competing against some of the best players and some of the best drunks in the world? How does that raise everybody's game when he comes back from the EPL and he's on the team?
It raises everybody's game because his experience and his knowledge about it, it's just getting better and stronger. And is also his belief to compete then at the end of the day with the best in the world in a World Cup where, only the best will be there. That is huge, because when you are in the grind every 3-4 days in big games in the Premier League or in the European Champions League or the Europa League, that kind of forms you. So the mental side of it changes, and he brings that back to the U.S. national team then for the big games, and that means a lot to all the other players. So it has an influence, definitely.
To Roger's point, Americans expect a lot, and I think globally the team is ranked in the low 30s. I don't know what the national team is ranked in the world, but it's not in the top 10 or top 15.
Correct. Yeah.
But yet you have players like Clint Dempsey and Landon Donovan. So, give us a reasonable expectation in terms of going into 2014 if you qualify of how good this team could be, because expectation is that you'd hope to win a game or two, which would put you in the top 15, 16 in the world.
Well, our expectations is over the next couple of years to break into the top 10 to 12 nations in the world. That's our goal. That's what we're working on. In a World Cup itself, expectations are you pass the first round, the group stage, and you go in the knockout stage, round of last 16, and that's where you're going to show off. That's where we want to do well, and not only losing then in the first knockout stage round, you want to go further. It's all about then the mental side of it, and that's why the experience of players in Europe in the best leagues there helps then a lot, and eventually we want to break into the top 8.
Roger.
It's going to be amazing. World Cup 2014, prime time, Rio, Sao Paulo, 5,000, 6,000 American fans. Unbelievable. American soccer is just turning 100 this week when we're celebrating a century of the US Soccer Federation. You've been here for 18 years. How's the game changed while you've been here?
I think it changed tremendously over the last 15 years. When I came here after the World Cup '98 in France, there was no soccer channel. Now I think we have 5 or 6 soccer-specific channels. The radio is talking about it. You guys actually talking about it. It's the game is played all over the country. And it just keeps growing. Our job is not to compete with football, baseball, basketball. That's not our job. It's a country with more than 300 million people. There's enough space for everybody.
But isn't it amazing, though, the World Cup final, I guess, last year had more viewers, 24, 25 million, or back in 2010, than the final game of the World Series. It is such a massive growing audience.
Oh, the World Cup itself is bigger than the Olympics, and it's only one sport.
Yeah. But no, I know, but I'm saying here in America, even it's unbelievable.
But isn't that the problem, though? They rally for the big thing, but it's the day-to-day that you wonder. I mean, the EPL coming to NBC will be really interesting because people think that,
oh my God,
maybe
it's going to be amazing.
The English Premier League could end up being more popular than MLS here in the U.S., and there's a lot of people that talk about maybe MLS should be a feeder to something like the EPL or the Bundesliga or something like that. I mean, do you think that our professional league could be something more?
Well, the professional league is automatically a feeder. It's no problem at all. But once you improve the product, then year by year, you start to compete with the leagues, even overseas. So there we still have a way to go. We're not saying that today we compete with the EPL right away or the Spanish league with Barcelona or Real Madrid, but it only can get better. And now you see a big interest of European players that want to come to the US, even at the end of their kind of careers. But it helps to grow the interest here. We have players like Thierry Henry, or even David Beckham came here for 5 years, and it helped tremendously the league. So it's growing. You can't stop it anymore, this game in this country.
No, you can't.
Roger, I still want Zidane here. I don't care if he's 50.
Oh,
Let's get Zidane.
he will provide.
The Queen I can get you. The Zidane's going to take.
That's a problem.
Zidane, that's going to be difficult.
Jurgen Klinsmann and Roger Bennett.
Wait. Can we show a clip just for the uninitiated of the snow game?
The snow game in
against
Denver?
Costa Rica. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Only just started to feel your fingers again.
Thanks,
right?
Bill Cairns, who said it would be sunny and blue skies.
Exactly. Well, thank you. And we've got gifts.
Yeah, we brought you a little.
He comes bearing gifts.
No, it's not that you're 100 years old.
This is huge. I
awesome.
usually give things to Joey. I'm keeping this one,
Don't
babe.
give it to him.
That's nice.
I love
It's
it.
not your 100.
Good.
I love it.
Might be a little small.
I'm halfway there.
All right.
All right.
We'll be right back.